Hello, welcome. Thank you for being here today. Today I'll be guiding a gentle mindfulness meditation. I do want to give a shout out to Rich Mind Inc. in Decatur, Georgia. Purchased this sweatshirt from my amazing cousin amazing artist, tattoo artist, and just in general visual artist, who has done a Wonder Woman tattoo for me and super detailed. So shout out to Rich Mind Inc. Today I'll be guiding your mindfulness meditation. As you arrive, do feel free to share where you're joining from if you're comfortable to share. I, of course, am Jess or Jessica here in Appleton, Wisconsin. As we move through today's practice, if you really love the practice, you can find information on donating to my Venmo if you would like to donate. If you are catching this on the replay, also thank you so much for being here and taking care of your mind, body, and spirit through guided mindfulness. Let's begin. We'll start today in a seated position, or feel free to lie on your back or on your side. You might lie on your belly, really whatever position feels best for your body in this moment. Our mindfulness practice is all about observing what is, attaching no value judgment, simply noticing, being, breathing. Option to close your eyes. And here we'll begin with bringing attention to the breath. Noticing how you're breathing, if that breath is moving quickly or slowly. Is that breath moving deeply or more shallow? Noticing as you keep your attention on your breath, if your breath changes and how it changes. Does it become slower, deeper, or more restricted, faster? Just notice where your breath is in this moment. And then here, bringing your attention to any tension in the body, to the muscles or joints, any restriction of movement or ease of movement. Breathing in to notice. Breathing out to soften and relax wherever you can. Bringing your attention to your I apologize, I forgot about the music. Bringing your attention to your sense of hearing. Noticing sounds distant from the space you're in. Perhaps here you hear traffic. Maybe you hear the sound of birds or insects. Wind through leaves. Perhaps conversation. Bringing your attention to sounds closer to you. Hum of appliances. Perhaps you have music playing. Notice the sound of your breathing. And then here, as you breathe in, shifting your attention to your sense of smell. Observing the aromas on the air. Notice any aromas you can label. Earthy, floral, sweet. Observing subtleness or heaviness of scent. Perhaps picking up any scents on your body. Bringing attention to your sense of taste. Observing flavors on your tongue. Noticing bitter, sour, salty, sweet. And then shifting your attention here to your sense of touch. Noticing the air on your skin, warmth or coolness of the air on your skin. What parts of the body feel warm? What parts of the body feel cool, hot, or cold? Noticing the texture of your clothing or anything covering you. The weight or lightness of your clothing. The softness or roughness. And observing the firmness or softness of the support beneath your body. And returning your attention to your breath. Noticing your inhale, how much air you can breathe in. Noticing your exhale, how much air you can breathe out. Gentle attention to your mental space. Imagining your mind as a bright blue sky. Each thought a cloud passing by. Mindful observation of thought again, attaching no value judgment. Simply noticing what arrives, what lingers, passes by. Noticing any connection between thought and sensation in the body. Tension in the body connected to thought. Ease in the body connected to thought. Busyness of mind or calmness of mind. As thoughts arrive, see each word, each letter of each word. Perhaps thoughts bring up pictures in the mind. Notice those images. And again, observing mindfully any connection of image to sensation in the body. No good or bad thought, no good or bad sensation, simply observing what is in this moment. Sitting with thought, sitting with sensation, sitting with breath. Without force of change, but noticing any shifts that naturally occur as you sit and observe. Gentle awareness of your emotional space. Imagining your body as an ocean. Emotions, waves coming in, going out. Observe anger, frustration, sadness. Observe happiness, excitement, peace. No good or bad emotion. Simply noticing what arrives. Sitting with. Letting be and naturally shift and adjust on its own. Observing any connection of sensation in the body to emotion. Perhaps you notice an area of pain in the body that brings up an emotion of frustration or sadness or anger. Perhaps you notice a place of ease and relaxation in the body that brings up an emotion of contentedness, happiness. Perhaps you notice a sensation of excitement in the body that brings up an emotion of joy, of giddiness. Sit with whatever arrives in this moment. Aware of any connection between thought and emotion, memory and emotion. Breathe. Practice sitting with what is. No force of change, simply allowing whatever is to be and to naturally shift and adjust on its own. And then here, coming back to the body, placing one hand over the belly, one hand over your heart, feeling your belly press into your hand as you breathe in, and draw away from your hand as you breathe out. Feeling that gentle lift through your chest as you breathe in, and ease through your chest, feeling your heartbeat as you breathe out. Mindfully aware of the messages moving through your nervous system, alerting you to sensation, to thought, to emotion. Letting those deep breaths in and out through the nose bring greater calm and ease. Reduce the noise in mind and body. Uplifting that deeper place of inner peace, of inner wisdom, of inner joy. Letting that deep place of love within you rise to the surface. Naming one emotion you feel in this moment. I feel. Naming what that is. Again, attaching no good or bad. Giving yourself permission to feel. Naming one thought that arrives. Again, attaching no good or bad, mindfully observing that thought. Giving yourself permission to think. And relaxing your arms, relaxing your hands. Coming back to the breath. Coming back to the body. Observing sensation, sense of touch. Observing taste, noticing smells, aware of what you hear. And still with eyes closed, aware of any contrast of light, dark, motion, stillness. With eyes closed, noticing shapes, colors, what images come to mind. And then here, gently blinking, open your eyes to see what is around you. Observing your position in the space you're in. Gazing up. Gazing down. As you bring your head to center, turning your head to the right, noticing objects, shapes, colors, textures. Turn your head gently to your left, again noticing shapes, objects, colors, and textures. And bringing your head to center, gazing straight out in front of you. Seeing again objects, shapes, colors, textures. Fully aware through all the senses you have of the space around you. Fully aware of your whole body experience, mind, body, spirit. Fully aware of your breath. Together we find 3 deep breaths in and out through your nose. Breathing in, filling up the belly, feeling that expanse through front and back ribs into the sides of the body. Deep breath out, feeling the ribs pull back to center, belly draw slightly in as you fully breathe out. Find a deep breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, letting go. Deep breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, letting go. And once more, breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. I invite you, as we close this practice, to feel free to share in the comments your experience of the practice, or simply journal it out for yourself for reflection. Thank you all so much for being here. You can feel free to join me again tomorrow morning for a guided mindfulness meditation. And every day to question mark, I'll be guiding some style of meditation. So I invite you to continue to join me, share this experience with the people in your life, with anyone else who you might know who could benefit from a moment to pause, to bring calm to the nervous system as we continue to build this community of meditators. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. Take care of yourselves out there. Peace.